What's up, Sooner Nation? Just thought I'd come out here and make a quick video, just kind of give my thoughts on some things that have happened here, at least recently, coaching changes or coaching hires, some stuff that has happened. Not a huge last couple days, recruiting wise. Anyways, coaching wise, we got our defensive coordinator Ted Roof. Talk about him in a little bit. Brandon Hall, who is from Troy, the defensive coordinator from Troy. He is going to be the safeties coach. And so Ted Roof will be the linebackers. So we have the DN's coach, Miguel Chavez, however you pronounce his last name. I'm horrible with pronunciation, so I apologize. But him at DN, Ted Roof at linebackers, Brandon Hall at safety. So we don't have a cornerbacks coach. We don't have a defensive tackle coach yet. So those are waiting to be seen. There's some names out there, but nothing super final yet. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Defensive coordinator is Ted Roof, and a lot of people were not very excited with that. And I think Sooner Nation kind of don't cream me for this, but I think we might have overreacted when the news broke loose. And I get it. Look, we have been dying for a solid defensive coordinator pretty much ever since Brent Venables left. So, we went to Mike Stoops. That did not end well. And then we got Alex Grinch, and it was kind of so-so. There were some high spots. There's definitely some low spots. But nonetheless, we got a new defensive coordinator, and he's got a tough job because not only is he having to be a defensive coordinator at the University of Oklahoma, but he's dealing with a program that has a lot of fans that are just absolutely dying for a solid defense. So if the defense does not look well, he's going to get the blame. And I hate that, but that's the name of the game. So, but I don't think it's as bad as what everybody is saying. He doesn't have a very good track record. He moves around a lot. To me, it is a hire that Brent made that he's thinking, I want to implement my own system. There was this idea that we were getting Dan Lanning, and looking back now, and I know hindsight's 2020, there's no way that would have worked super flawlessly, because Dan Lanning's got his own scheme and system, the Kirby Smart scheme and system. And then Brent Venables has his own, and there might be some similarities in the schemes and systems, but there's still going to be some differences. So I don't think it would have worked as good as what on paper it might have looked. So I think Brent knew that knows what system he wants to run, and he knows what scheme he wants to run. He just wants someone that knows that can implement it when he's not around doing other head coaching duties. That's kind of my thought. My personal view on it is, if you were going to get someone to basically be the face of the defense while you're the brains, why didn't you get someone that's maybe a little younger, a little bit more energized, and maybe someone that can connect with the students better? I'm just judging from afar. I don't know Ted Roof. He could be phenomenal in all those aspects. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking is, should have we got someone a little younger and more, maybe a better recruiter? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Maybe he's just here for a year. Maybe we just needed one guy just to kind of get the new scheme and system just kind of kicked off, and then we move on. Maybe we bring someone up. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. So offense, we kept all the offensive coordinators. I don't think we're going to have to hire anybody. It's looking like Bill Bedenbow is going to be the offensive line coach, obviously. Looking like DeMarco Murray is going to stay as the running backs coach. Joe John Finley will be the tight end and H-backs. Jeff Levy, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks. And then Cale Gundy will be wide receivers. And so, I like all those. They're all OU guys. They're all guys that have either been there for a while, played there, have ties there. I like that. I think the offense will take a step back from the highs we've had in the Lincoln era. But I think compared to last year, I don't think it's far-fetched to say we could be better than last year, because last year we were inconsistent on offense. There were some games we looked really good. We had Nebraska games where we didn't look good at all, and I'm not even blaming the quarterbacks at this point. I'm kind of blaming the play caller because it just didn't seem like our play calling was very consistent, and maybe Lincoln's head was out west. I don't know, but I don't think it'd be far-fetched to say our offense can be as good as last year, if not better. Defensively, I don't know. I think our scheme will be better and our coaching will be better, but we've lost a lot of guys on the defensive line. Nick Bonito, Perrion Winfrey, Isaiah Thomas, might be forgetting one. We lost a lot of playmakers on that line. Brian Asamoah is gone. I think our cornerbacks next year are really going to be the highlight of our defense. I mean, we're bringing a lot of young talent back. DJ Graham, Latrell McCrutchen, Jeremiah Crindell, Keyshawn Lawrence, I think, is coming back. I mean, and I'm probably missing Woody Washington, probably missing 2 or 3. I think we'll be Justin Broyles. I think that'll be our highlight next year. And so I think we can get some defensive linemen in the recruiting class, maybe some transfers, bring in some transfers. Hopefully, can patch that up. So I think there's a possibility we could be better defensively, but I also would not be shocked if we were just as good as last year, maybe a little worse. Like, I'm not on the boat that we're going to be able to get a system implemented in 1 year and be automatically better. I'm not in that boat. I don't want to be negative Nelly, but I feel like it's going to take more than a year to get everything implemented and get the guys in that Brent wants to run in his system. Maybe I'm wrong. Offensively, I think that the guys we have in place are all more talented than the guys they had at Ole Miss. We are losing some offensive linemen, but we have the best line coach in the country. So I think that will probably work itself out eventually. So, I'm not super worried on the offense, but the defense, all I'm saying, I don't want to be negative on it, but just be prepared to have some growing pains next year, maybe even 2 years. I don't know, but that's kind of that. Trying to think. I think that's all the coaching news. We did get one. It's not a coach, but I forgot his name at Clemson. I think he was like a special operations director, kind of coming in, I guess, to take the place of Clark Stroud, and supposedly going to oversee the transition to the SEC. Apparently, that's a huge get. I don't know enough about it because I don't pay attention to those kind of things, even though I probably should. Just don't have enough time. So, anyways, recruiting-wise, we have early signing day. This is Wednesday, so that's a big day. That'll be the day that will make a lot of us either happy or mad. So we'll see. Looks like we're going to get some offensive recruits. There's a quarterback, Nick Evers, out of Florida, Flower Mound, Florida, I think. Flower Mound, Texas, that's looking like he might commit. A couple wide receivers out of Florida that's looking pretty good. Kobe Mckenzie's the one I'm really excited about. He, decommitted from Oklahoma, then committed to Texas, and him and Danny Stutzman were kind of playing Twitter tag today. So I'm hoping that means that he's flipping back to Oklahoma. That would be a huge get. Because I think he's going to be good, but I love taking players from Texas. Anyway, so that's the name I'm really watching the next couple days. I know there's a defensive tackle from Georgia Tech that Oklahoma offered that just decommitted from Georgia Tech. So maybe he's coming to Norman. I don't know. But I think we're going to have a late push, and it might be the day before signing period. It might even be the day on signing period where we learn a lot of different recruits are coming to Oklahoma, or it might be a day where everybody backs out and goes somewhere else. So I'm crossing my fingers that we have a big day. I think we're like 21st in the nation right now in recruiting, and I don't see why we couldn't break top 15. So I think if we get a top 15 class, I think that's a huge win considering the circumstances. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Maybe it doesn't happen. I don't know. But recruiting-wise, so pay attention. The news. If you do that, I'll try to make some posts a couple days. Maybe some guys have committed to Oklahoma, but no Caleb Williams news. He practiced for the bowl in the bowl practice yesterday. Marvin Mims did too. So, it's looking like there's some I'm not going to read too much into that because I don't want to get my hopes up, but I think that if it was me and I knew I was decommitting, I would not be playing in the bowl game and risking getting injured. I would get to my new school as quick as possible, A, so they don't feel that spot before I get there, B, so I can start learning that system and hit the ground running for spring ball. So I'm not saying that Caleb is for sure staying, but I think that he doesn't have his mind. If I had to guess, this is totally just outside perception, I would guess that he just hadn't made up his mind yet. And I truly think he wants to give Jeff Lebby a chance. And I think the longer he stays at Oklahoma and the more he gets to know Jeff Lebby, the better chance we have of keeping him. I think Marvin Mims is a big player we need to keep too. Both of those guys are going to play in the bowl game, looks like. So that's good news for OU fans and Sooner football. But again, can't read too much into it. So, but I think that's going to be about it. I'll try to keep you all updated. We're almost to 100 subscribers. I think we're at like 81 right now. So if you're not subscribed, you made it this far, thank you. But hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Ted Roof hire? What do you think of some of these recruits we're hoping to get? Do you think they're coming? Do you think they're going somewhere else? And what do you think Caleb Williams is going to do? Let me know. I'll try to get another video posted here in a couple days, few days. So watch out for that. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 100 subscribers pretty soon. That'd be awesome. Huge goal. So thank you all if you are subscribed. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great start to your week. And Boomer Sooner, baby.